Hey guys, Jacob here with ePoolSupply. Today we have the Paramount 3-port valve and we're going to change out the gear module properly. Alright, and we're back. So again, Paramount 3-port valve, we're going to change out this gear module. If you haven't subscribed yet, click that subscribe button and stay up to date with all of our new videos. So let's dive in. Today, Paramount 3-port valve. So every Paramount valve looks the same from the outside. So to identify if this is a Paramount 3-port valve, I'm gonna show you the way that you can't really identify once your system's plugged in. But from the bottom here, you're gonna see 3 of these ports are blocked off, they're capped off. You might have like white plugs if yours is older, so you actually might have a white plug sticking out of here. But a very easy way to tell is if you only have 3 pipes coming out. That you can identify from the top, but right now, I'm ripping this thing apart so you can see if this is a 3-port valve, the same thing that matches yours from the top view. So first things first, turn your pool equipment off. Turn it off. I don't want this thing blowing up in your face. When your pump is turned off, go ahead and loosen up this knob. You might have a nut installed from the factory. If you do, cool, just take the nut off rather than the knob. So what I'm gonna do, take the knob off, set it to the side. The clamp has a lot of spring on it, so it just kind of falls off every single time. So now that that's off, the lid, very easy, just literally lifts right off. So this is a 3-port valve. So as you can see here, the 6 pistons on a Paramount valve is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, okay? Every Paramount valve has 6. I don't care which valve you have. They're just tied together sometimes with these white things on top. So as you can see here, these 2 are tied together, these 2 are tied together, and these 2 are tied together, creating it a 1, 2, and 3-port valve. We have more videos on identifying which valve you have, so if this is not what your valve looks like, take a look at our video, how to identify your Paramount valve. We have a lot of information, how to identify which valve you have, so take a look at that. But if your valve looks like this, let's dive in a little bit further. So the first thing you're gonna do, literally, it's as easy as lifting this thing out. So now, looking at the top, so as you can see here, I have 1, 2, 3 ports capped off, okay? And then Paramount actually from the factory cut out these partitions. So as you can see, these hard partitions. Paramount cut one here, cut one here, cut one here, creating this one big port here, one big port, and one big port. This right here is where the water flows up, stirs up in the valve, and goes back after the valve tells it to. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna take my new gear kit, and the factory supplied O-ring that comes inside my new gear kit. Put it right here, just so I can show you what this orange piece of paper says. Every one of these valves comes, this module was wet tested and contains water. So every one of these comes factory tested from Paramount. They water test them, so they put them in a working module, test them, bag them up, put them in a box, ship them to you. So the way that works, you're getting a bag with a little bit of water in there in the box, so it's normal. So, and that little yellow or orange sign is also inside there. So, pretty cool. So now what I'm gonna do, so these yellow things on top are gonna line up with these opened partitions, okay? You don't want one of these lining up in between here like this. You want it to line up inside that open partition. So now what I'm gonna do is line it up, as you can see, like that. Put it down there. And see how it sticks up? It's not good. So what I'm gonna do is kind of twist and turn a little bit until it falls into place. This one's tight. So, boom, we just fell into place. So, that's how that works. And now, I take my handy dandy O-ring, lube it up with some pool lube. I don't have any here, it's gross, but at your house, use some pool lube. And then it sits right inside this groove. So it's kind of nice how it sits in there perfectly for you. So it sits there all nice and pretty. Lid goes on top. Again, sits with no problems. Lids are non-directional. You can have it go whichever way you want to. And then your clamp, again, non-directional. There's no right side up, wrong side down, whatever you want to say. It just goes on. It's really, really simple. So then my nut or my knob threads back on. By hand, do not use power tools whatsoever on this thing. These threads do get old. They will break, they will strip. So just hand tight. You wanna go as much as you can until it starts getting kind of tight on you, kind of hard to turn, it might squeak at you. There you go. Take a screwdriver, hit the back side of that clamp. That kind of loosens everything up and sits that back a little further. And now what I'm gonna do is tighten up a little bit more. And that right there is how you install a 3-port gear module from Paramount. I'm Jacob with ePoolSupply. Thanks for watching. Hey everyone, thanks for watching. Subscribe today if you haven't subscribed. Check out the links below, and we got a lot more content coming your way. Thank you.